What is up, all you beautiful bastards out there watching on Tuesday night? Now, we're going to get a couple really cool things out of the way. This is not about men's grooming. This is not about a men's grooming company. I'm apologizing in advance because I totally forgot I put on a Ready Man shirt today. So this is in no way affiliated with Ready Man at all. We've had some people, unfortunately, due to real life commitments, talk, Chris, you're okay, who couldn't be here tonight. But we have one that may join us later and one if he can. Tonight is about something very, very important. I am blessed to have these three gentlemen on the screen with me. I know you guys know them, but they're going to introduce themselves here in a moment. We are going to talk about mental health and social media. Those two things are really connected nowadays. Social media can be very, very addicting, especially if you have like an Instagram platform, a Facebook thing. If you do YouTube, you live under this myth that people every single day get up and have to know what you're doing. And that gets addictive, especially if one day your view count goes down. You lose 10 subscribers. You go, what did I do? But we're going to get more into that here in just a moment. All right. I'm going to turn it over to, Sober Chef Eric, and we're just going to go kind of around. I want you guys to introduce yourselves, please.
Hey, y'all. Sober Chef Eric here. Anybody that knows anything about me knows I'm all about mental health, reducing stigma around recovery of all forms. And so, when Chris asked me if I wanted to be on and talk about mental health, it was a hell yeah. So I've got a channel where I do cooking tutorials, and I have a live stream where it's all about reducing stigma around recovery. So that's it for me.
All right, what's going on, guys? My name's Joe, and I'm with the YouTube channel Beard Talk with Kyle and Joe. Obviously, by the name, we do beard product reviews and tips and trick type videos. I do that with my cousin Kyle. And yeah, I am a social worker. I got my bachelor's and master's degree in social work. I am a current caseworker for a children's service agency. I have been doing that for a little over 7 years now. And I have seen both sides when it comes to mental health as a professional as well as personal experiences. So I am honored and super excited to be on here. I have a passion for mental health in all sorts of aspects.
I don't want to cut anybody off. You done, Joe?
No, I'm done. Sorry.
Okay. I wanted to make sure. I didn't want to cut Joe off,
Yeah.
What's going on, guys? Jersey Joe. I do a little bit of everything, really, the rants and all that stuff. And unlike the other two gentlemen here who have, real life professionalism when it comes to this matter, I've just been kicked in the nuts a whole lot in life. So therefore, you got to figure out ways to stand back up on your feet and deal with everything. And trying to deal with the different things in life and teach my daughter ways to deal with things. It's a passion of mine, trying to help anybody, pretty much. Anybody, anywhere, anytime that I can try and help somebody is what I do around here. So thanks to the old man above me for asking me to come on tonight. I appreciate it. That's it. I don't have nothing else ready to say at the moment.
Anywho, all right. Now, I also want to stress this. This is not about pointing fingers at anybody. We're not going to talk about that Instagram page. But I will say this was the catalyst for this live stream tonight. When I had mine a couple weeks ago, cousin Joe was in there and he's like, hey, if you want to talk about mental health, let me in. And that's what made me start thinking, what if I get a bunch of people together from all walks of life? Because you've got two very professional people on this stream. Not me, not him. You've got people who have had various life experiences. They've been through hell and back, and they've been there for other people. I can say with pride, I have talked to all three of these gentlemen in various forms, either drunk off my ass, which, by the way, Eric, forgive me, Joe, fuck you, and cousin Joe, I really appreciate you dealing with me when I've been in various forms, and they have never ever once kind of went public and went, well, let's screw Chris over. And guys in the chat, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to try to highlight as many of your comments as I can, because I think all of you have very valid and great opinions. I'm going to ask that we don't turn it sideways, that we just keep it nice and nice, not positive, but don't be dicks, if that, makes sense. Now, I'm going to throw this out for all three of you. This is one of the big things I wanted to bring up, and I mentioned it in my opening statement. Social media gets addictive because everybody goes, hey, I got a YouTube channel. I should get free product. Hey, I got a YouTube channel. You should be putting up with me. Hey, I've got a YouTube channel. Why aren't you paying attention to me? Have any of you three in your YouTube career or your Instagram career, Facebook, whatever, ever run into stuff like that in your life where you're like, okay, I got to post. Nope, that post isn't doing good. I got to tweak it. How do you combat that big issue?
Everybody okay if I go first there?
Please do.
All right. So actually, I'm always crediting this individual with showing me the right way a lot of the time to do things, right? Well, now I'm going to kick Dan C's ass for a minute. Just a minute. Just 1 minute. That's all. Just give me a minute here, okay? Dan had me all messed up because Dan does things a very certain way, and that's Dan's way of doing things, right? Always positive, always showing the best foot forward, all that good stuff. And that's Dan. That's who he is. He does it beautifully. He really inspires a lot of people, right? Well, when I came along, everything I did, I compared to what he was doing. Literally, everything. Everything. And what I found out very quickly was I'm not Dan C. That's not who I am. I can sit here and try to pretend to be him as much as anybody else could probably try and pull that off. But once I realized very quickly, I can't be Dan, I can't be Joe from Kyle and Joe. Like, I can't be any of those guys. All I can do is be myself and post and do things my way. It lessens a lot of that stress because at the end of the day, if you're not having fun with your channel, I suggest you shut it down tomorrow. Unless you're making billions. Like, if you're making billions off of it, you should probably put up with it. But
right.
If you're not having fun and you ain't getting paid for this, then why are you doing it at the end of the day? Why are you coming back? I do this because I enjoy doing it. So if something that I'm doing makes it not fun, then it's gone. That makes sense. I think that makes sense. In my head, it makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Man, I will tell you, I have really felt the benefits and the negatives, the pros, the cons, however you want to word it, when it comes to being a content creator, being a YouTube person, however you want to label yourself. Obviously when we are putting up videos, obviously Instagram is that huge network that bridges people from there over to our YouTube channel, meaning that we have to post on Instagram a lot or all the time so we can get people over to our YouTube channel to check out the content that we're laying out. And I will say that doing this and wanting to have a effective, long-lasting channel has caused me at times to be a perfectionist. And even though I know I'm not putting things out perfect, because I know I have a certain skill set, I am still finding every way possible to put it at least as perfect as I possibly can. And while I appreciate myself, putting in that work, at the same time, though, there have been times where I have let that consumed. I don't want to say it consumed my life, but has consumed a lot of time that probably should have been spent elsewhere. I have a beautiful wife that, that deserves to, have my attention. I have an awesome dog that I treat as my child that deserves my attention. I have friends. I have, work to do that I actually pay my bills from. YouTube does not pay my bills whatsoever. We've had over 1,000 subs since March. we finally just got our first payment from YouTube like 2 weeks ago, and it was not anything. So, I want people to know that right off the bat. As soon as we get monetized, that does not mean we're instant millionaires. We're not, the next Logan and Jake Paul. It just does not work that way. You have to earn it and all that stuff. But to get to that point, yes, you have to be willing to dedicate a lot of time. You have to find balance. And there's been plenty of times where I have forgotten to find that balance between content creation and real life. And I've heard about it. I've heard it from my wife. I've heard it from friends, family members like, dude, we're here. Don't forget, and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, there's pros, but there's definitely cons that come with it. It's all about balance.
Mitch, good to see you. Seriously. All right, Eric.
Well, for me, I started my platform because one, it was during COVID, and two, I was recovering from a shoulder surgery. So it gave me something to do while I couldn't work. And I wanted to have a platform to be able to talk about recovery and to help people that are struggling with any type of recovery they're going through. So that's why I started my channel. And, I don't even have 200 subs. So, consistency is an issue for me, but so is getting my meds right, which has had a lot to do with my inconsistencies. But I enjoy doing it. I have had people reach out to me for themselves or for a family member that was struggling, and I've been able to help people find some resources. And if I can do that with less than 200, I'm hoping that I can get up there and help more people. Because when I was going through everything, I thought I was alone. I didn't know there were other people out there that had been through what I've been through or were going through what I was going through. And I just wanted to have a chance to be able to, give that hand out to help pull somebody up that, needed a hand. So that's kind of why I got mine going. And as for my social media presence, I've been starting to run recently. So I've been trying to post about that.
Ripken.
And, and I love to make tasty vittles, and hopefully people can learn how to cook a thing or two when it comes to, if they want to learn something. So
now, guys, as you just noticed, Beard of the North Dan joined us. I don't think I'm going to speak out of turn here. He's having a bad day, so everyone starts sending good vibes, good things his way. He's in here tonight to help add to this conversation. I think he's got a really unique perspective because he's just started his social media journey.
How are we doing, boys?
What's up, bro?
how's it going, Dan?
Now, Dan, I know most of us know who you are. I know you've been on my channel before, but do your little intro, man. Give me the elevator pitch.
I'm Dan, Beard of the North. I've been in the community for about a year or so. I started my YouTube channel about roughly 3 months ago, and just been trying to have fun with it and enjoy products that everybody's making and enjoying meeting new people, because I'm normally antisocial, so this is a good way to help me with that.
Hey, look, SJM, how you doing, man? Okay. Now, one of the big things is I get we all feel like, the work-life balance. And I will say for the record, before I started doing my live feeds, I was putting out 4 to 5 videos a week consistently for 2 years. Then when I did my live feeds, I was doing 6 videos a week. And that got very, very draining. It was a shocker to me when I had Shaky on a live feed, and he was my 1,000th video. I didn't even know. I actually looked it up and went, holy crap, I'm at 999 coming into tonight, so he's my 1,000th. When you guys are trying to plan out your time, and I'm asking a little bit about this because it's going to tie into something I want to talk about. do you have dedicated time set up for yourself where you go, this is my film time, leave me alone? Or is it, okay, I've got done with work, I'm come home, I'm going to relax, going to do whatever, you know, do you see your YouTube channel as a job at certain points? And that will make sense in a moment.
Yeah.
Well,
Please go ahead.
okay. Well, for me, I'm single. I live by myself and I have no kids. I have no pets. I have my pepper plants, you know, so I don't really need to block time out per se. It's primarily when I have an idea for something and I got the time to go to the store and get what I need, and I have the energy and motivation to do it, I can do it. It normally ends up being Saturday kind of is the day that I normally shoot. And I can't really block shoot too much because, in other words, all that food's just going to go in the fridge and rot, you know. So, you know, so bulk filming is kind of hard for me to do. But, you know, as for a work-life balance, luckily I've got a job that I love. I work 7 to 3:30 Monday through Friday. And it gives me a chance to go out for little runs after work with my friends. And, you know, so I don't have to necessarily block out time, you know, whereas people that have significant others and pets and all that, you know, have a little more responsibilities to others than I do, you know.
Sweet. All right, Cousin Joe, I know you had something you want to say.
Yeah, so you know, with our channel, it's very unique because not only do we have to focus on just my schedule, but we also have to focus on Kyle's schedule. And me and Kyle have two completely different households. He has two children that he also has to care for, as well as a wife and just real life responsibilities. He has a complete different work schedule than I do. What I will say is Kyle is the ultimate family man. He is an awesome father. He is an awesome husband. Whenever the time comes that me and my wife have kids, he is the kind of guy that I'm going to look up to because he's just an awesome father. And he makes sure that he puts his family first before anything, which includes our channel. And I have, you know, accepted that. And I need, you know, and I knew that going into this when we first started, that was going to be something that we were going to have to deal with. We do have set times when we do our recording. And then we do have split responsibilities. So while it is difficult to put our schedules together sometimes, it is nice being able to split some of the work that a person would have to do by themselves as a single channel. You know, I have certain aspects that I'm primarily responsible for. He has certain things that he's primarily responsible for, and therefore I don't have to worry about those things and he doesn't have to worry about the things that I do. So it's a great balance, and I am lucky like that, but it takes a lot of strategy when it comes to getting our schedules down, you know, together. We do have to record late. He is somebody who is not going to miss bedtime for his kids, nor should he. That is valuable time that I think you should have with your kids. So yeah, we record when his kids go to bed, and sometimes kids aren't going to always go to bed at the same time. They're not going to go to bed when you expect them to. They're going to go to bed sometimes later, sometimes earlier, which is nice. But if they go to bed later, hey, we're recording later, and it is what it is. The cool thing is my wife, she is an awesome partner. She knows what it takes to build a successful YouTube channel just from, you know, joining in on this journey from behind the scenes with us. And she knows that usually Tuesday nights are our busy night to record. And then she knows that throughout the week that I'm going to be doing the editing as well. Usually when I'm doing the editing, though, we're still spending time together watching our favorite show or wrestling. We both love professional wrestling. That is my escape. So, yeah, it's going to be a theme for me. It's just finding balance with everything. So,
and I appreciate that. I'll have two follow-up questions for you in a moment, because I know with both of these guys down below, both of them being family guys, I really want to hear their responses.
Oh, I'm taking that. You want to go ahead, Dan? You want to go first?
Sure. For me, it's when I've got time. I promised my wife when I started or even thought about starting to do this that it would never cut into family time, regardless of whatever that is. Usually during the week,
his wife will cut him.
During the week, I don't really bother too much with anything. I don't really want to worry about it because I only get a couple hours with my wife and my daughter. On the weekends, Saturdays, I go over to my dad's house and hang out with him and my brother and my sister. It's kind of a family tradition we've had. So pretty much Sundays are about the only chance I've got. And if we don't have anything going on and she's cool with it, I'll go and shoot my video, do the editing that night, set up the upload for that night, and in the morning on Monday is when I'll set it up to go live. I know this last weekend I missed it because of certain things that were going on, and I kind of, if I miss a week or I miss 2 weeks, it is what it is.
And you guys think I'm kidding? That's his better half.
Yeah. And she will in my sleep.
She ain't playing.
But you can go ahead, Joe. That's my
okay.
story.
Sorry, I didn't want to cut you off. So
No, that's fine.
So it's a weird thing. When I first started, obviously I did this with my brother, and we had a set day to film. It was like Joe and Kyle, really. It was me and Nick, and we had our set day and our set time, everything. Now, same kind of thing, right? With Nick, it was on Saturdays with his job. Never really knew exactly what time he was going to get out of work. But whenever he did get out of work, that's when we filmed. That was our deal, right? And that actually helped quite a bit in a lot of ways because you knew every Saturday this is what you were doing. This is when we were doing it, at least around that time. So I could try and have that all set up. Obviously now, as things have evolved, Nick has gone off to pursue his other passions, and I don't want to hear anybody making fun of me for his channel name. I didn't pick it. It was his choice. Leave me alone.
Wait. What's his new channel name?
You haven't seen his new Instagram name?
No.
Weed and Wrestling.
Knowing the Pop-Tart sniffer doesn't surprise me.
Weed and Wrestling is his new venture, and that's whatever, man. That's his world. I love wrestling too. I told him I would do some of the podcasts with him and stuff, but I'm not gonna take part in the weed thing. I haven't done that since I was a kid. Sorry, I can't help him on that one. But so when it became just me, it was convincing myself to turn the camera on and film. You know what I mean? Actually getting the stuff out. And then, as you've all seen, even when my daughter knows the camera is on, it doesn't mean she's not going to walk in the friggin' door, okay?
Yeah.
It means nothing to her. She doesn't care. Dad's in here. She needs dad. She doesn't care what else is going on in the world. She's coming through the door to get her dad, and that's it. So it can be interesting at times, and you have the same thing. You got to find the balance. You got to find time to do it, because if you want to have a channel, consistency is, I mean, it sounds corny as can be, but consistency is king. It's the more consistent you are with the content, the more regular you are putting it out, the more people get used to it, the more YouTube get used to it, and the more results you're going to see. And for a long time, I saw those steady results. More recently, everything that's gone on, everything's all about balance. It sounds as corny as can be, I know, the yin, the yang, all that stuff, but it's all about balance. It's about finding that right balance in the time, the place, getting your content out, but still making sure you have time for yourself so that you don't go crazy. We've all seen my outtakes where when I've been filming for too long, yes, I start getting a little nutty and yelling at the camera, but that's okay too. I promise you. It's fine. The camera's there. You may as well yell at it once in a while. You'll feel better. Trust me.
Now, I do have one follow-up question for two people, because two of you on this panel worked as a team. Well, one currently is, one did. And this goes with the mental health part. When you have a partner on your YouTube channel, did it cause you strife?
Yes. Yeah.
Wait, Joe just said yes, and Kyle seems like a pretty good partner most of the time.
Oh,
I had
he's
a
great.
guy who said it smells like a pirate bar, or like when they first open a Pop-Tart wrapper and sniff it. That's
Yes.
what I had. So yeah, he caused a lot of stress at times.
Yeah.
You didn't even blink, bro. You're like, yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
there was
yes.
no missing a beat, nothing. It was just
Yeah.
yes.
No, I mean, it's just anytime you work in some sort of partnership, there's always going to be some differences in opinions, especially when, things are maybe on the downslide for your channel. I mean, what a lot of people don't know is that YouTube, being a content creator, can be an emotional roller coaster. And look, I've heard it before where people are like, you can't focus on the numbers. It's gonna drive you crazy, but it's literally impossible not to.
Thank you.
Because how do you track progress? You
Thank
have to be able to track something to
Thank
know if you need to make any positive changes to your channel so you keep improving. The only way you can make improvements on your channel is if you're checking those specific stats. Now, does that mean you have to literally be on those, YouTube, links and all that stuff to check your sites every minute of every day? No, absolutely not. If you're doing that, then that's when you most likely have a problem, and you need to take a scale back and remember that this is supposed to be fun. But yeah, I mean, when you have a partner and things aren't going that great for your channel for a certain period of time, there's going to be differences in opinions on maybe how we should do our next video. Should we change? Should we change things up? If so, how big should those changes be? Should we leave things alone? All that kind of stuff. Even just video topics, and all that kind of stuff. And then, we now have merch. We have a website now.
Right.
So, that brings a whole another issue on how the site should look, what should our merch look like, all that kind of stuff. You're never going to be, we're cousins, we're family, but we're still two different human beings who are really two completely different people, which is why we actually think our channel works so well. But at the same time, it does cause, stress internally.
Now, one of the big things I've noticed, okay, I've mentioned this to Jersey Joe a lot. There was points where when nobody knew who I was, and I was putting out like 2-3 videos a week, still trying to find my footing. There's been points where I felt happier than I have been in like the last year, because this is the only way I can put it. When your channel grows, your problems multiply. We're all part of, the great big social experiment. The moment all of us put our first video out, we became a public figure, whether we didn't want to or not. And once you hit that upload and publish, anybody in the world can just look at your video and go, fuck him. What the hell is he talking about? He's a moron. And here comes the posts. And one of the big things why I'm bringing that up, it's not men's grooming community. You can like a knife, okay? You can like that company. You can like the black on black. You can like the blade steel. And I don't know if you guys can see it too well. You can like the anodized frame in there.
Mm-hmm.
You can talk about it. You can love it. And you'll get shredded. Or if you leave a comment out there because somebody is making a tragic mistake and you try to tell them, you're a troll. So at what point did you guys realize that, oh crap, answering comments is going to become an issue at points? Because that just adds to the mental anguish of this video you produced that you love, unless you're Dan, who just goes, fuck you. That it just adds. And you're like, I love this. It's mine. It's great. But these people hate it.
Well, for me, my first video was me telling my story, and some of you guys in here have heard my story, some haven't, but just really brief encapsulated version of it is All my mood disorders started when I was 10, 11 years old when I got molested. And that's when the guilt and self-hatred and all that stuff, shame started. And self-medicate for 30 some odd years and get sober. And now I'm having to actually deal with all that stuff I went through. And so, you know, me putting my story out there was a big deal for me. And it's been also one of the most liberating things because I don't have to hide all my stuff anymore, you know. So for me, you know, if people like my videos or comment that they actually prepared something that, you know, prepared a recipe or made some changes to a recipe, I love hearing that, you know. And I'm not big enough to have haters yet, so, you know.
No, they'll come. Don't worry. They'll come.
Yeah.
Is it all right if I go here?
Yeah. Go ahead, man.
All right. There's so many of us on screen. I don't want to cut nobody off or jump out there when somebody else is getting ready to talk. You're right. As soon as you upload a video, unfortunately, while obviously the purpose of any video you put out there is never to attract hate or the negative people out there, the reality is you're inviting. Because if you just all you gotta do is pay attention to social media anywhere else, any video out there, I defy you to find a single video that has more than, I don't know, let's say 10,000 views on it and 1,000 comments that doesn't have at least 10 negative comments in there somewhere. It's just, for some reason, there are people out there who are always going to find a reason to be unhappy with something or to have an issue with something, or maybe they have a legitimate beef depending on what the video is, right? Maybe they have a legitimate beef on the other end of things here, right? I don't know. The best thing you can do, though, and it's hard because sometimes they take things too far and you want to jump at them and you want to go nuts, right? Yeah. Fortunately, the reality is, in the comments at least, what I found is when you answer them, all you're inviting is more and more and more and more. All you can really do is, no matter what they say to you, my comment back to them is always the same in that situation. Thanks for watching, bro, and appreciate the feedback. And that's it. It's the flat response in the comment section, always.
I have tried that exact response. Sometimes I fail massively, but that's, hey, thanks for watching, or hey, you're awesome, or the usual Texas, bless your heart. You know?
Now mine is just a flat, I appreciate the feedback. Hope you have a good one. Basically, the social media thing is weird. It is because it's people see you on screen and they think they know everything about you. And with me, I have gone into my life story because of the change I'm trying to affect and because I'm trying to help people in a similar situation as mine. And I always felt like, well, why would anybody be part of what I'm trying to do if they don't know why I'm trying to do it? So I've opened myself up to the world, and I have shown off more than most content creators probably would. So the benefit of that is we've raised over $10,000 for charity. That's the benefit of it. The downside is you open yourself up to the negative criticism out there. But to me, the fact that I've been able to help outweighs a couple of idiots here and there. And the times it feels like it doesn't, but it does.
Well, and that's before I let Joe and Dan talk. Sorry, that's one of the things that I've loved about your channel, the Tales of the Bearded Dead. It was amazing. It was amazing for you to open up, which is another reason why. Well, before even that happened, why I was doing my step-parent vlogs, because how many people talk about being a step-parent? You know, this is what I'm going through. This is the problems I was having. Let's get it out there. Has it brought some success? Sure. Because I think I've shared with you, Joe, some of the single moms who have responded. And I went, wow, what the hell did I just do? You know, but you've got that good with that bad. And it's just managing that bad, I guess. But before I get too far off track, we still got Dan and Joe to get to.
Yeah. Dan, why don't you go ahead and start?
All right. As far as negativity and stuff, I have probably the youngest channel out of everybody here on screen, so I haven't really had too much. Actually, I haven't really had any negative feedback, so to say, unless I've asked for it, because I know my fucking shit isn't perfect. So when somebody tells me, "Oh yeah, it was great," you did this perfect and all that, it's like, no, I didn't. Give me something to work with here, so I know what I can work on, because I know I didn't do it right, or I didn't do it well enough, or something like that. But as far as having negativity, you're gonna have negativity that comes along with the positive, and you got to have that balance in that, and know that everybody likes to focus on the negative because there's more fun in that, so to say. Positivity doesn't really, yeah, you did great. Nobody cares. But then when somebody says, man, you really fucked up here, you should really think about redoing your stuff. And then somebody starts the ball rolling on that. And people eat that shit up. That's just the way our society is. People just eat that shit up. And like I said, luckily I haven't had to deal with much of that. But if I continue to do it, and if I grow any, then I'm sure I will. But I know that it's going to come with positive, and just go ahead.
Well, and okay, he's not kidding, because I like to mess with him when he's going live, because it gets him out of his headspace. He will eat himself up to the point where he's going to puke before he goes live. So if you just poke the bear a little bit and you see him rear that head back and laugh, he's good.
Nobody's more negative to me than I am to myself. So I don't really give two shits about what anybody else has to say. I'll take constructive criticism. But as far as somebody being negative to me just to be negative because they can, I don't fucking care.
Nice. All right, Joe. And then we're going to switch to something totally different here in a moment.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm going to piggyback off of that, because I love that Dan mentioned constructive criticism, if I can talk now. And that's the thing, is there are some people who know how to truly provide that, and then there are some who think they know how to provide that and don't. And it's a matter of eventually learning how to, just because when you look at comments, you're reading them, so you don't always have a way to determine exactly how they meant, or how they meant to say what exactly they wrote. They could have wrote something that came off completely wrong, but that's truly not how they meant it. And it's a matter of being able to, identify that. One of the things that me and Kyle always wanted to do with our channel is make sure that we try our hardest to respond to everybody who comments on our channel. We want to keep the interaction going. We want them to know that when they leave us a comment, that A, not only do we look at it, but B, that we care enough that they took the time to comment on that video, whether it was a negative comment or a positive comment relating to that specific video. One of the best comments that I got was true constructive criticism, and it was directly pointed at me in that video. We did a review on a company who unfortunately is no longer in business. And at that time, they had literally some of the best beard balms that me and Kyle put in our beards. And the construction criticism was, Joe, if I was the owner watching this video, I would be highly disappointed that I gave you free product to review this. You sounded like you were tired. You did not sound enthusiastic, even though you said that some of these was, the best balms that you put in your beard. I went back right after I read that, watched that video, and I was like, holy crap, this guy is so right. And ever since that constructs a bit of criticism, I have amped up my, just being enthusiastic, not overly animated, but, I wasn't thinking of that, and at that point in time, of what maybe a reviewer would think if they were watching that. And so things like that, I mean, we highly appreciate. Of course, there are going to be those guys that are just, they're stuck in their ways and their beliefs, and there's just no way of getting them out of it. and it's a matter of not falling victim to that trap. You know, you can state your case all you want, but if you get to that point where you're like maybe like 4 comments deep into that section, you should probably just end the conversation. There have been times where I've forgotten to do that, and Kyle would be like, "Can you stop commenting, please?" So
sorry.
Yeah.
He's like, peanut butter, knock it off, peanut butter.
Exactly. Yeah.
The thing about that, though, too, is that if you're going to say stuff like that, people can tell if you're faking it or not, too.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll call you out on it, too. So that's one thing is you never want to, I mean, I'm not somebody to tell you this, Joe, but if you never want to fake, you know, this is the greatest thing in the world.
Well, and that's, yeah, exactly. Yeah. And that's why I said I didn't want to, like, I've learned to be more enthusiastic, but not overly animated. I never want to come off as fake, but I at least want to appear like I'm awake for my videos. And when I went back and watched that video, I was like, holy crap, I really did look like I was more ready for bed than to do this review. And looking back at it, you know, luckily the owner thought that the review was good, but truly, I really didn't think that that was fair to that owner. If I was, you know, after I watched that video, I should have been more awake, I guess you should say, for that video.
Okay, but we've all made, I don't want to call that a silly mistake, but we've all made silly mistakes. Like, I did a review for Ready Man wearing a Chesapeake beard and grooming hat. I didn't even realize it because I was block filming that day until I did the upload. Dummy, get your ass in here. That's all I'm going to say. Until I did the upload and I saw Chesapeake, I went, ah, crap. So I got a hold of Jimmy right away, and I loved his response. Well, if you can't have my gear, you better have something second best. He's like, I have no problem with it. I'm like, oh my God, thank you. And that's why I released the video. But now that we're talking about comments, and this is something I really wanted to address, how do you handle those? The real negative ones that just get into you. Because I know there have been some channels out there that have been accused of whitewashing their comment board. Now, with recent events, and I'm going to preface it like this, with, I can't call them fake accounts, somebody's burner accounts using certain words, YouTube is grabbing those words and they're freezing them and not letting that comment pop up. And I've even put other ones in there to flag. So how do you guys handle those really negative ones that are like a hot poker in your eyeball?
Fortunately for us, I mean, I don't think we've gotten anything that negative, other than just a complete difference of opinion. And we knew we weren't going to change that guy's mind on how he felt. And it was related into basically, you know, being an affiliate and not being biased. You know, we can talk blue in the face that we know for a fact that we can be unbiased towards our affiliates. But in that individual's mind, we can't. And you know what? And we're not going to change that guy's mind, and that's completely fine. He's not going to be the person that makes or break our channel, and that's the way we look at it.
Now, before anybody else goes, Johnny, I like your new channel name, Johnny Groom's Product Reviews. I got to tell you, bro, I was thinking about it the other day. Johnny Product, it just sounds like a bad drug dealer in a really bad B movie, like at a Saturday afternoon special.
Brought it back. Thank you.
I like that. God. I like that name, Johnny.
Johnny, you were giving me a heart attack, Johnny. Seriously, Johnny Grooms. I called Johnny Grooms since the day I met the man. I can't change it now. I'm not okay with it. Pineapples. I don't like it. I can't do it. Johnny Grooms, and that's it. I don't know what else to tell you right now. Okay.
Yeah, Johnny Product. Just it's comical, but it's too Jersey Shore. Anywho, back to comments.
But the incredibly negative out there comments. I mean, I've seen them everywhere, right? We've seen them on. I think the king of answering them is Dan. Like I swear to God, Dan has some of the greatest responses I've ever seen to some of the dumbest comments in history. Guys commenting on his reviews like, "But can you even change a tire?" And he's like, let me go outside and spit and kick things and be a man for you. Hey, listen, they're out there. They're going to try you in every way, shape, or form. And there's times where I've had to grab the phone, call somebody. That way I didn't go out and punch somebody else in the head. I know me, but that's because I'm me. I'm hot-headed. I get angry very easily. I have to go do something. I have to vent things out.
You're so level-headed and even-keeled. You angry?
No. I mean, but what you have to remember is this, and it's tough, but I keep telling myself this over and over every time they do it to me. Somebody out there is so invested in your life, be it negatively or positively, right? That they're going through great lengths right now to be involved in your life.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to keep it like, think of it that way. Somebody out there, they've got this much going that they're that invested in you either way. So either appreciate them for trying to make you better or feel sorry for them that they are this focused on somebody they've never even met before and move on.
Yeah.
It'll get rough because some of the attacks get very personal, but it's cool. Wave it off and keep moving.
Right. And remember, when somebody is that invested into you, they are the ones, or you are the one that is living rent free in their head. Don't allow it to be the other way around where they are living rent or mortgage free into your head. Because once you do that, that is when they've won. When they are that invested in you and spending their time invested into what you got going on instead of their own personal stuff, you're the one that is living rent free in their head. And for me, the way I just look at it, I'm flattered, and I take that as a compliment. Thank you for allowing me to live rent free and for being that committed to me for whatever reason it may be.
Well, the best one I ever got, I even addressed it in a video where a dude told me my voice made him want to go punch a cat. I'm like, I can't change my voice. I'm 50.
Sorry.
Oh, hey.
Hey, who is that beardless bitch down below? Oh, sorry. Hey, Steven. How you doing?
I'm sorry.
Hey, I'm doing good.
Steven,
brother.
I'm not laughing at your face, by the way. I'm laughing at the fact that the guy actually said Chris's voice made him want to go punch a cat of all things. Like,
yes.
What was going through his mind as he wrote that comment? Was the cat next to him and pissing him off in that moment?
I was going to say I instantly thought of fisting. Never mind. No.
Yeah.
I
Now, Steven, you get to go through the joy, bro. Introduce yourself. Introduce your channel. Seeing how you're getting in here a little late.
Hey, what's up? My name's Steven. I'm that metal guy 1983 on YouTube, and I do craft beer and beard product reviews and try to spread some all-around light and love and positivity into the world. So,
okay, can we all have a moment of silence for his once glorious beard? Just
yeah, it took like a foot off, man.
Dude, when he had DM'd us and we were talking, and he sent a picture of that, and I was calling BS on him that was a current picture, but I told him, I was like, if I do find out that is an actual picture, this is his look. In my opinion, this is his look. I love it.
Hey, he looks completely different. What, are you trying to beat a rap? I mean, what the hell? Trying to hide from the FBI?
Yeah, witness protection.
Just saying. Now, you see, guys, this is friendly banter going back and forth. It's not some disgusting things that have been going on, and it's not done in a negative way. When you can have people like this in one area talking about a topic like mental health and still laughing about it, that's a good thing. And
we need all the laughter we can get, dude.
Yeah, and I'll put this out there for everyone. I really hope somebody out there who's watching this, maybe you can sit and go, hey, it's not that bad. Maybe you can talk about it a little more. Because we all do things vastly different. We get along. For the most part, there's that hairy hooligan down below in the middle. See?
I got to tell you, I'm starting to like that dude more and more. I got to tell you. I got a feeling me and this man are like long lost relatives somehow.
Yeah, and see, this is what, right there, Johnny, it's called being an adult. There's people out there, I will say it publicly, I don't like your content, so I don't watch it. I do not go out of my way to be a jerk to you. I don't go out of my way to try to destroy you. I don't go out of my way to tear you down. I don't even leave you a thumbs down. I just don't watch.
Yes.
Should I
here's
change
the
my
problem.
thumbs down to a thumbs up now?
Please.
Yeah. Here's the problem. All right. And for whatever reason, and who knows the reason, right? I don't know what it is because we all act like this is something new and that it's only happening here in the beard world or whatever. It's not. Trolls, negative, whatever you want to call them. They're in every genre. They're in every niche in the world. They just literally stroll through YouTube, some of them, looking for videos they don't like so they can leave nasty comments beneath it.
Right.
It's what they do.
Eric.
Well, I've said this for decades. I did customer service starting at 14 years old.
Oh, God.
There is just a percentage of people that are a-holes. It doesn't matter if you're talking
Customers
about
not always right.
athletes. Doesn't matter if you're talking about rock stars, celebrities. There's a certain percentage of people that are just a-holes. And that percentage tries to make themselves feel better about themselves by making other people feel like shit. So,
They want to drag everybody down to their level.
Sorry, I'm just making Eric right. I'm definitely in that percentage. I'm just making sure everybody knows. I'm definitely in that
Throw
percentage
yourself
of
under the
assholes.
bus. I'm an asshole.
Yeah.
It makes me think of fucking Opperman. Asshole, no.
or the Dennis Leary song, I'm an asshole. A-S-S-H-O-L-E. I'm an asshole.
Did you hear the rest of his joke about that song? Where his kid went to school and was singing it and got in trouble in a Catholic school. So Dennis and his wife gets called in. And, they're like, well, your son was singing this very, very disturbing song. And, he's thinking in the back of his head, what, Jingle Bells, Batman Smells, what's going on? What could he have sang? And the nun was like, I can't say it, so I'm going to write it on this piece of paper. And she writes it down, slides it across the desk to Dennis. He looks at it and starts smiling. And she's like, do you know the song? He's like, sister, I fucking wrote it. I'm like, yeah.
Yes.
And
I
I
got a
wanna say-
similar call when my daughter was in second grade and she was singing Slipknot in class. Whoops.
Oh, nice.
Forgot that CD wasn't edited. So apparently dropping the F-bomb in second grade is not a good look.
Not in Washington State. But okay.
And
Okay.
I don't know where she heard that.
Real quick. If there is anybody out there struggling or somebody's struggling, you can always reach out to me. No judgment. If I can help, I'll help. If I can't, I'll find resources that will. So I just wanted to throw that out there real quick.
Likewise, it's so much easier to talk to a non-judgmental third party that's not directly in your circle in life
Yes.
than talking to somebody like, that's just the way it is, dude. Like, I'm not gonna spill all that to a therapist either. That's just me. Like, I've been there, done that, and they're just like, you had a really fucked up life. And I was like, cool, tell me something I didn't know.
Thank you.
So I like talking to you guys because we've all gone through shit in different ways, but we could all come together and relate on our shit show, this rat race called life, and be able to help people through that. And it's therapeutic and cathartic to voice it out. That, and if you don't talk it out, that's how you become a silent statistic. So I'd rather have you talk to me about shit than end up seeing your obituary. So don't do that. Talk to me, please. Talk to any one of us, please.
But we
all go through shit, but we don't want that to happen to any of our friends here.
That's part of the stigma of being a man, isn't it? Like, that's what we were all raised and taught. Guys don't talk. We don't cry. We don't complain. We hide that shit deep down inside, and you deal with it. In fact, I remember, how old was I? Was I 9? Yeah, I think I was 9 when my uncle passed away. My Uncle Doug, he looked like Tom Cruise. I swear to God. I got the pictures to prove it. Man was amazing. One of the coolest men I ever met in my life. Okay? And passed away, and I'm at the funeral, and I'm crying. My uncle just passed away. And my father put his arm on my shoulder and said, wipe your eyes. Straighten up. And but that was the way he was raised. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? That was the way he was taught. And he was, wipe your eyes, clear your face. And as I got older and my father got older as well, the world changed around him. All of a sudden, men were allowed to talk about their problems, and we were told that it was okay to have feelings and it's okay to cry. And, that generation then made fun of other generations when they saw them cry. And even now, men are either too sensitive or they're too old school or we're too this or we're too that. Look, it doesn't hurt to talk. That's all I'm going to say. If you
I got
need to
2
talk,
cents
talk
on
to
that
somebody.
subject. Like, the media wants us to be 2 different people at the same time. They want us to be that stoic, silent, take it on the chin, fucking 1950s stereotypical fucking dad. Or they want us to be the woke, in tune with our emotion sensitive guy. But once we go there, that's when they're freaking like, oh, well, you can't be that way. So that's why we have to have these forum of guys to where we could air these out, because society and media still expects us to be that take it on the chin 1950s guy, even though they say they're okay with us being sensitive. It's bullshit. They're not. So that's why we got to have these conversations and open up the lines of communication and dialogue.
Well, and when everything happened to me when I was a kid, that wasn't talked about back then. So I started self-medicating at 11 years old. And that's how I learned how to deal with my problems. Is I just self-medicated, and luckily I've gotten past that, and I've done therapy, and I've done a lot of stuff to get over some of the shit that happened to me. But
Anybody else notice how Joe is just blended into his chair and he looks like a floating head right now? Anybody?
Who, me?
Yeah. You just look like a big floating head over there.
Still got that
dying.
COVID hack, man. Shit's
No
horrible.
dying.
Uh,
Dan, blink, bro. Are you frozen?
No, I'm still here.
There he
We
is.
went through this when he was on my channel too. The guy, he takes it all in. He's an observer. Okay, he's an observer. I've noticed this about him. I personally, sometimes
He's also
I think
a beautiful
just sitting there
man. Look at
plotting.
that. Just
I think he's just sitting
gorgeous.
there waiting, plotting for the right moment, and then he's going to hit us with something. He's just waiting for the right time. That's all. It's going to be epic when he does it, though. It might not be tonight, but when it happens, it'll be great.
It'll be
even
about a
Silent
year,
Bob
2 months, and 5 days from now.
oh my god.
Holy crap, that's awesome.
That's good, man. I just got off work, and man, I needed these laughs, guys, and this hangout. Much needed. Love and appreciate you guys, seriously. The last few weeks have been crazy, especially with
Dude,
going
yeah,
through
the Rona.
COVID and then dealing with all that stuff. We've all been going through shit the last few weeks, but it's nice to have these moments like this where we just kind of let our hair down or beards down, so to speak, and just interact and have a good time.
Hey, Steven, I think I've got enough room under my
Yeah,
desk.
of course.
for you.
Any chance you got to show off the mullet, right, Joe? Any chance?
exactly.
Any chance he's got? He's got to show
Oh, I just got wood.
off.
Well, oh, I can't resist, motherfucker. He just got himself a little chubby, but still. That's the name of the blade, Steven. It's seriously called the Chubby.
Nice.
See, now
Yeah.
Steven would have
My
laughed at that if he was
little
here when
freaking
you
razor
first
knife
explained the
just
name
took
of the
a
thing.
shit, so now I'm using scissors to open my packages. I can't find my custom blade I had fucking made that looked like the guy putting up metal sign, but
Sweet. So we do have a little late breaking thing into the show, guys. We got a giveaway tonight. So I don't do this often. So
oh,
he froze right as he's talking about it.
Ladies and
What
gentlemen,
the hell?
for the dozens of you watching and the thousands of you that should be watching, it's time for a giveaway!
Oh, that was precious.
I don't get to do that often because I don't do too many giveaways on my channel. And yeah, they were all really worried they were going to screw it up. So that's why my son was like, ladies and gentlemen, trying to do that Michael Buffer kind of thing. But what we've got, guys, is Sober Chef Eric is graciously going to do a little bit of a giveaway for his hot sauce. So see, we've got about 23 of you in here. We're going to do this quick like.
I'm
Random
jumping out
number
so I can
generator. We're going to do 1 through 10. You guys know the friggin' rules, okay? You get prioritized, no offense. Shut up. It's what shows up first on my screen that counts. And like I said, 1 through 10, go.
8.
This is what I hate. For StreamYard, it's always like, okay.
I really can't complain. It's free. Not that I've done that many live streams, but
Yeah, right?
would have been on your lag show so long ago had I not had a weird schedule.
Yeah, no, I'm so happy I got upgraded internet and everything else. Oh, so happy. All right,
What
guys,
speed you got?
I don't know. Whatever's great through Comcast right now. It's like one below their top notch.
Oh, the 800 megs then. Yeah.
Yeah, and then
that's what I do for a living, right? Is sell Comcast, right?
I don't want to hear anybody bitch. I am on 15 megs. So,
Dude, 4G's faster than your freaking internet.
right.
I live in the middle of nowhere, and that's all I can get.
Well, you also have beautiful freaking site and land around you, whereas I've got people on either side of the wall from me. So,
Right. Okay, guys, I'm not seeing the number, so think higher than 6. Keep going. We're not going to re-roll this. We're going to give it away.
Give it away.
so Eric, what's inside your hot sauce, man?
It is a Caribe pepper-based hot sauce. I use Caribe peppers. I use red Fresno peppers.
Okay, we got a winner.
Chipotle peppers. I use yellow onion, sweet yellow onion.
The Disney
garlic.
Beardsman. All right, dude.
I swear to God, he's going to be.
Swear to
barred from
God,
your
you get
channel.
everything,
He's got
and then you
Chef
win
Luck.
this hot
He's got
sauce.
Chef Luck on my channel. He got both the raw backer stuff last time. Now he's getting Chef hot sauce. So Disney, what you want to do? Reach out to Chef. He's going to take care of you.
Congratulations, Disney. That's awesome, dude. Enjoy. We want to see you enjoy it live. When you do an
Aaron, I told
unboxing,
people
just take a
keep going.
big spoonful of it.
I told people keep going. I don't care. We're giving that away. Oh, Vato, you missed your chance, bro. Now you come back right after the giveaway. I couldn't get that. Don't bitch. You don't get that.
What's up,
Vato.
Vato?
Yeah, and
Vato's such
so
a freaking
generous,
awesome
too.
guy, dude. That
Vato
guy
is
always
so
in
generous, too,
everyone's
when
video.
he
I
wins.
swear, he just makes, even if it's for a second, he comments on everyone's freaking video. It's so awesome, dude.
Yeah.
That guy's freaking stellar.
And he's so generous too. Every time he wins a giveaway, he always makes sure to give it away to Vado. It's so kind of him.
His sack was. Oh my God. I can't believe I'm going to say this. Then go to Manscaped and take care of that, Vato. Speaking of that, there's a hint on a future video. Ooh. And yes, Disney, you do have the best of luck on my channel.
No,
if
man.
there's- Chris, if
I
there's
just
not
let
a
it go free and natural, man. If
Right.
she gets lost in it, then that's her problem. You know,
Chris, if there's not a demonstration, I ain't watching, and you get a thumbs
married
down.
for 13 years, you get caught in the
There-
pubes, that's your problem.
Joe,
I'm sorry. Time out. Wait a minute.
I do
Did you
have a
just say you
demonstration
need to
planned.
see a demonstration?
I did, but I was half serious.
I do have a
Do
demonstration.
the dead
planned, and
squirrel
it's not
fucking
gonna
shaving
be
your
what you
sack.
think. I thought that one through, how I could do it in a
Abraham
family-friendly
Lincoln.
environment.
So many quotable movie moments from Waiting, dude. Just like, it's the goat.
Go.
It's the brains.
The
The
Batwing.
Batwing.
Yeah, the Batman.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, Steven, we got a question for you before we go into one of our last topics of the night.
Well, my wife had been asking me for over a year. And now that I've trimmed my beard, I randomly get growled at when I'm walking through the house. And let's just say it's been great for our relationship. And
Brown chicken, brown.
and then, it was time for a change. I wanted to make her happy. We were actually going through COVID at the time, and we were both having a hard time, especially her. And I was like, I'll let you trim it. And she was like, you're going to let me do it? And I was like, yeah, go ahead and have at it. And well, she took a foot off. So
Oh,
But,
I hope your teammate's okay, bro.
You know,
Seriously,
it
nice
grows
to be in
back,
here,
man. My hair grows like head hair, dude. It's weird. It's just like crazy. So it'll be back soon.
Okay, so we've been talking a lot about, mental health and everything. What is, if you could narrow it down to one thing that you do to help you de-stress, what would you say that is? Now remember, somewhat family friendly. Watch those answers.
For me, it's a combination of using like my crystals and gems that I like to use that I believe hold energy, and meditation. A lot of my meditation is through positive internal dialogue and self-affirmations. Like when I'm going into work, I get a little bit of anxiety, like, man, I need today to be a good day. And I just try to calm myself down. I was like, you're going to do great. You're fantastic at your job. You're going to kick some ass. Today's going to be a great day. Or when, before I do a video that I'm like, okay, I got to kill it. I'm like, dude, you got this. You're going to do a great job. Just like that positive self-talk and dialogue, different forms of meditation. That's kind of my thing. So
nice. All right. Who wants to be brave? Go, Chef.
All right. One thing I learned in recovery, and I actually got this from I got this kind of quote from the documentary about Donnie Trejo,
Nice.
the great actor that always plays the badass.
Well, yeah.
Right.
Said, my life didn't start getting better till I started helping others. So any chance I have to volunteer or do something like that to help somebody else out, even though it might be something as little as opening the door for them, that's what helps me.
I love that, man. That's awesome.
Doesn't surprise me with you, Eric. It really doesn't.
Yeah.
So okay, go ahead,
just doing things like this, man. I mean, this has been absolutely outstanding. Chris, I mean, you've been an outstanding host, and I will say that I don't think this could have gone any better when it's all said. When this stream's all said and done, I guarantee that we've hopefully made somebody's day better just by hanging out with the boys tonight. And dude, obviously, I help people for a living, but it doesn't stop after my 8-hour work shift. Anytime I get a chance to help, somebody, however, how big, how small it may be, I'm all about doing that. It makes me feel good when I get to do something for somebody that makes their day, any better than what it was, beforehand.
Yeah.
But of course, I have my hobbies too. I'm really into barbecuing now. Obviously, I'm so huge into wrestling. I get to share that with my wife. My wife loves wrestling so much too. We go to events together. We watch on TV. My Monday nights and my Wednesday nights are completely committed to spending time with her so we can watch Raw and then some other shows we watch. And then, of course, AEW. She loves AEW. It's her favorite, and I love it. And so that's what I do.
See, that's what you get from a Marine. Shut the fuck up. Go eat some crayons, Ripken. That's all I'm saying. Go OD on some crayons. Jackass. No, I love you, Ripken. All righty, Dan or Joe. One of you two go.
Go ahead, Joe.
Okay.
Fuck you. Go, Joe.
Well, if we're talking about at the end of the day, it used my decompression tool used to be a cigarette. I've rewired my body from that more recently, and I'm happy to report that after a month and a half, I haven't killed anybody yet. So that's positive. It's a good thing.
In honor of Joe's goal, everyone give him a thumbs up in the chat. Let's get some thumbs up for Joe.
Because
It's not easy, man. Been there.
it's not. It's really not. You have to rewire your whole way of thinking, your whole way of doing things. That cigarette was like a comfort blanket to me, man. So now, every time something happens in life, I'm learning that I don't need a cigarette to go through things. But it's not an easy thing to learn. It's
It was also good. Yeah.
more recently, my decompression tool has been ice cream, and that's a problem. I got to find something better than that. Ice cream helps me wind down.
Sounds good to me.
I'm eating a lot of food. I've heard that.
Oh, that's natural after you quit smoking, dude. You're gonna gain weight.
I'm eating a lot. So I gotta find something. But this is my world. The live streams, having fun with the guys. I love nothing more than getting on a live and chopping it up with the guys. Nothing more. There's nothing better than this to me out there.
I love you, Vato.
This is why I do this. I enjoy having fun. I enjoy giving back to others in more ways than just one, right? Like there's giving back like we do with the charity work and stuff, but then there's giving back like we did tonight. If you made somebody smile, you gave back. You helped somebody. If you made someone laugh, you helped. And that's what I like doing. I like entertaining. I like making people laugh. I don't care if I got to be the butt of a million jokes. If it means that you laughed a million times tonight, cool. I'm good with it, dude. So this is where I am, right up here on the live stream with these friggin' bearded nut jobs. This is what I do.
And I will say for me, as much as you guys hear me pick on my kids, they've saved my life. So hanging out with them, just curling up with the cuteness factor seems to take all the bad crap away from me.
I can't say that anymore. Sam's a friggin' teenager now. She don't hang out with me no more.
I know. She basically told you today, peace, Dad, I'm out.
Dad's not cool anymore. She called me outside the front door today. She was like, oh, yeah, Dad, I left the house. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
That left the house.
Oh man, Mini Metal got me today, dude. She was they were having Girls Tuesday and went out to the beach with my mother-in-law, and she went to give me a hug this morning, and she's like, I'm not done yet. It's not long enough, Dad. And I was like, oh. I was like, and my heart grew 3 times larger that day.
How old is she? How old is she?
She's 11. She's about to be 12.
Soak it up for now. Soak it up.
It's those moments in between the sass and the back talk that I really soak up those moments. But yeah, she's 12 going on freaking 20, dude. But I already know you know about that.
Yes. So now I know we've got speak, Chris. I know we usually go about an hour. We've gone over that, and I appreciate the time that you guys have really, really given me tonight. The very last thing that I actually want to get out there before we do our usual little wrap up. If you could tell anybody who is suffering right now one thing, what would that be? Go, Joe.
I would tell them that they matter and that they that they have all the potential in the world if they allow themselves to seek it, and just do not be afraid to ask for help, seek help, because when it's all said and done, at some point it will help and it has the chance to make you a better person.
Very nice.
For me, something very similar is this too shall pass. You know, it's not like Gandalf saying none shall pass. You know, it's this too will pass. You know, granted there are peaks and valleys, and you know that's just part of life, unfortunately. But you know, it's gonna pass.
Smelly.
All right. Mm-hmm. Are we all sounding digital right now?
No.
Okay. Can you hear me clearly?
Yeah.
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 All right. So what I would tell somebody is that your true self is amazing and the world needs you. And that your uniqueness is a gift and you should express it.
Did you just read that off your computer screen?
Yeah,
no, I'm on the phone right now, and all I could see is your ugly faces. So,
alrighty, Dan, Joe Rand, you're up, bro.
Hey, you know I didn't get to speak on the whole stress thing, so.
Oh crap.
I would just say I kind of piggyback off of Eric. You know, it doesn't matter how deep, dark shit you're in. It's gonna go by. and things will get better. It doesn't matter what kind of shit you're in. Especially you really want to make it better, just keep that mindset. As hard as it can be, talk to somebody. Whatever you need to do, it will pass and it will get better.
Sorry, I'm sorry, Martin. Then I'm very happy we put this together tonight. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Now, Dan, unfortunately, because I skipped over you with stress, what do you do, bro, to eliminate? And don't say Cody. Not fair. He's not here.
Now, I have many different forms that I deal with stress, man. You know, I have my wife to talk to. We're one of those couples that we talk about anything and everything. And even if it's I'm super pissed at her or she's super pissed at me, we at least try to work our way through it. I have my daughter that,
Oh, God, she's cute.
you know, Chris.
Oh,
Yeah.
she's the cutie pie. Oh, my God.
But mostly for me, it's music, really. I mean, this guy over here would know. If I find the nastiest, heaviest, that breakdown hits that gives you that fucking bass, I love that.
Yeah.
And that brings me from being angry down. Most people consider, well, doesn't that just piss you off? You know, get you amped up more? No. That helps me release it.
Cousin Joe knows all about that too. He's a metalhead.
If I can find the just
Right.
and
Yeah,
The
that
best thing to
breakdown
say-
like Lamb of God is a go-to, man. Anytime. I'm like,
before we get
yeah,
too distracted, we
feeling
got
better.
one more
Let's
person.
go.
We got one more person we got to hear from before me.
so
Yeah,
that's my
We're having
thing.
their metal
Music.
talk. Why are you cutting them off in the middle of their metal talk?
Yeah.
Guys,
I was gonna say that the people who
Because we'd be
don't
on here
enjoy
another
metal-
hour.
the people who don't enjoy metal and don't understand why we listen to it, all they need to know is that people who are in metal bands, they are the people who are expressing the same thoughts that those individuals have that are just too afraid to express it that way themselves when they know they want to.
Exactly.
nice. All right, Joe. Jersey Joe, you're up, man. What's your one thing you want to tell somebody?
Real simple. Get it out. One way or another. You got to talk to somebody, talk to somebody. If you're one of those people who's not comfortable talking to somebody, believe it or not, this is one of the most powerful tools, instruments in the world. This little notebook here. Okay. And it literally on mine, it just says spoken words. Why? Because any thoughts that pop into my brain, anything that I feel like I need to work through, I will sit here and write it out, and then I'll sit there and turn it into something. It might be a poem. It might be some weird ass mini play where I'm yelling at myself halfway through because I can't figure things out. But
Yes, it did, Aaron.
talk to somebody and vent it out. One way or another, get it out of your system. If something's bothering you, don't hold it in. This isn't the 1930s anymore. Nobody expects you to just bottle everything up and not deal with it. You got to deal with things. If you don't deal with things, that's how you wind up at your local bar
8-bit.
at 1 a.m. throwing garbage cans at people. That's what happens. It's not a good thing.
Up, Sean.
So vent it out when you have to. Talk to somebody if you need to. If not, get a friggin' notebook and write down your thoughts. It'll help.
And for me, I'm going to steal something from Robin Williams. I really am. And I truly believe this. Inside of all of us is a spark of insanity that is unique right to you. We need that insanity here. Anything can be overcome except taking your life. That can't. Your burdens get so much easier when you share them. Even if you just want to rant and rave and scream at something. And I've talked to Dan recently like that. I've had conversations with Metal. I'm like, that mother. And he's like, you good? In a moment. You know, then it's like, okay, Steven, how you doing? You know, you get it out and you get moving. I know everybody's afraid to open up. Oh, hold on. Sorry. When you feel comfortable, you should, Martin. Okay.
Mhm.
Don't feel pressured into it, because if you feel pressured, it's not going to flow easy for you. I am very proud of you that you just said you need to. That is a massive first step.
Yeah.
Very proud of you, dude. Seriously. Now that's a great point to kind of leave it on, guys. I usually do this before I do my little wrap up at the end. I like all of you. If you have something coming up this next week, in the next couple days, is there anything you might want to let out as a sneak peek? Like maybe drop a video hint or something, or not just Dan that he's going to go out in the forest and kill sheep, but still.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
All right. So to everybody wondering, listen, my IG got shut down. I don't know what happened. I really don't know what happened. It got banned. I have a backup one right now. And then right before we came on here, I got a thing from YouTube saying that I'm in trouble with them too for something, apparently. So I don't know what I've done, who I made angry. Like I said, I think I might have farted in the direction of a gypsy woman while I was walking one day or something. And she's angry at me, so if she's watching, I'm sorry. It wasn't on purpose. I should have aired it away from you. I don't know. But as soon as I get all this figured out, guys, I have things ready to go. I can't do anything with it all right at the moment. So once I get everything straightened out, guys, I'm back full force. I love doing this stuff. I have a ton of content coming. So as soon as I get everything figured out, you guys will be the first ones to know about it.
Sean's got to figure it out, Joe.
Probably for calling people snapper. Maybe, maybe. But I mean, you know what? If you got a problem with Snapperhead, you can go take it up with yourself, because I don't care.
And Vato, I bet it was Mr. Pineapple.
Hey, maybe. Pineapples, I don't like it, though. I don't like it. Pineapple, it's not okay.
Jeez, Louise.
I have a problem with this.
Okay, so Eric, you got anything coming up this next week you might want to talk about real quick?
I'm going to do my first kitchen product review.
Sweet.
It's a tool. And yeah, I'm a tool too, so I get it. But
Eric, talk about the future auction.
yeah, that was what I was getting ready to segue into. On Saturday, September 25th at 6 p.m. EST, I'm going to be celebrating 1 decade of sobriety by having a fundraiser for a group that helped keep me, not only just help keep me sober, but to help keep me from killing myself. So last year I had some matching donors and we raised right around $8,000.
I remember that.
Wow.
This year the goal is 10. I'm working on getting some people to match as well. People that got deep pockets that, like to help out. So it's going to be on Beer Talk with Kyle and Joe.
Nice.
Chris is going to be helping me out with it. Mick's probably going to be helping me. So I'll be looking to do some, get some commitments for some products and stuff to auction off. And I've got 2 really huge things that I'm going to be auctioning off at the end. Don't want to miss it.
Sweet. All right, over to Cousin
That's
Joe.
awesome.
What you got coming up?
So every Thursday we have a live stream, Beard's Life and everything in between, 9:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I always recommend people to check that out. We keep that as like a kind of like a podcast type form. So definitely a good place to just chill out, hang out with us and join us on our shenanigans. This week we have a really cool episode. We got some guests from one of my favorite podcasts that I listen to, one of my go-tos. It's a horror movie content related podcast. They do horror movie reviews. I'm a big horror movie buff. So I'm excited to have them come on and talk about content creation from a podcast standpoint. So anybody that's interested in doing podcasting or any sort of content creation, it's going to be great to get their input on that, but also to talk movies and just whatever else that may come up. It's going to be a great time. So hope everybody can make it for that.
Sweet. All right, Jersey. I know you talked, but anything you want to throw out?
Nope, because I can't guarantee you what's coming and when. I can't.
Damn you, Mr.
Hopefully, hopefully Sunday we'll be live on the sit down. Cross your fingers, guys. I don't know what to tell you right now. I'm in the works of trying to figure out what's wrong here, what I did wrong, and who I made angry. As soon as I get it figured out, I'll be back.
Nice. Dan, what you got?
Well, beginning of next week, I'll be dropping a review for a company that is right up there in that top shelf. And if you can guess it, I'll give it to you. And then I'm trying to get in the works starting my own live show. And it'll be kind of going back and forth between kind of interviewing with content creators and company owners and just shooting the shit, kind of like this in a way.
Sweet.
And I got some other ideas on changing the theme of my stuff to kind of match me.
I like it.
Uh-oh, more bloody and more violent. Good. All right, Steven, you're up, bro.
So some of you may have seen on my Instagram that I recently dropped a collaboration with 607 Beard Care called Raisin Hell. So that was kind of the big thing this week. It is like the perfect into summer going into fall scent. It's bourbon soaked raisin, maple pecan, campfire, and oud. And right now a combo for a 1 ounce oil and 2 ounce butter is just $29.99, free shipping in the US. So that's pretty awesome. And he's putting in a free 1.5 ounce natural deodorant gift in there for the first 40 orders. So pretty awesome, pretty happy about it. Me and Bill have been working on different variations of that scent. It was something completely different a while back, and it's been about 2.5 years. So we finally got it nailed down, and here it is for you guys to enjoy. Hope you guys pick it up. It's awesome. But got that come out, and I'm going to do an official video. I'm going to finish editing tonight to hopefully get out tomorrow in the morning.
Nice. Nice.
Probably won't sleep much, but that's normal.
Right. Okay, so as you guys always know, I always like to reveal the next video. Wow, it's going to be a night video tomorrow because I haven't shot any men's grooming content in a while, but that's about to change. The next 2 I'm going to shoot are going to be some of the most unique men's grooming content I have ever done on my channel. One of them, Joe, you wanted a demo. We're going to be talking about Manscaped, and I got some demos planned that are very family friendly. So you're not going to have to worry about seeing my berries on a live feed. That's all I'm going to say.
Let down.
All right. Well, just send us the director's cut later then.
Oh, I can do that. It's at 4 hours right now, but still.
4K.
And the other one that I'm going to be filming, it's going to be a parody video. I have already discussed it with Jimmy from Ruddy Man. Imagine angry cops, if you guys know that YouTube channel. If you don't, you really need to check it out. Imagine angry cops doing a beard product review.
Oh, jeez.
It's going to be really different. I've already got
Awesome,
Jimmy's
dude.
blessing on it. It's going to be fun. But the other thing that I do at the end of these live feeds, guys, and some of you are really ready for this, so here we go. I throw out a challenge all the time, especially with current world events that are going on. I know there's a lot of veterans in distress, and there's a lot of anger, hate. I know that there's problems. I know, are we going back into lockdowns? Are we not going back into lockdowns? Oh, what the hell? Chris goes, exactly. That's all I'm saying. Got to pay the bill somehow.
Better get in before October 1st.
Right?
Yeah.
No, easy. We'll get to that later, like when we're done. But take time to talk to people, okay? Because there's so much strife and there's so much turmoil in this world. Tonight was just a little bit of people talking, and look what happened. We had someone admit, hey, I should be getting help. We had other people go, oh my God, this is great. There was no drama tonight. There was no problems. There was nobody getting on a screen and going, fuck you, fuck your channel, I hate your subs. Come on. There's no need for that. But take time this week and call 3 people. Or like Aaron Rodgers even mentioned, instant message 3 people. You never, ever know how just a simple message might change somebody's day. Something as simple as, hey, dude, what's up? And be there to listen. If you can't do 3, do 2. Can't do 2, just do 1. Reach out. Because with all this crap going on, we've lost that ability for human interaction. That's so important. And that so helps overcome the demons and the problems and the issues. Just reach out. And yeah, see, like Smelly Turtle saying. And bro, I've spent almost 160 hours now on phones dealing with vets and helping. There's a lot of stuff I'm going to be filming to come out because there's a lot of things that GoFundMe is not allowing, and it's driving me insane. But we're going to discuss that in a future video. So, guys, I'm going to hit you with that one little outro. I want to say thank you, everybody on this panel, for your time. Thank you for agreeing to come on tonight. Thank you so much for being open about everything. And it looks like we helped just one person, which is amazing.
Yep. That's what it's about, man. Even
Exactly. So we're about to hit that outro. And guys, like I say in all my videos, thanks for watching. Thanks for your time. We'll see you in that very next one. Guys, thank you so much for the time you just gave me. I hope you enjoyed our guest tonight, if we had one, and yes, I'm pre-recording this, or that you might have enjoyed an open mic night or whatever the heck just happened. We're going to try to do these every single Tuesday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, and whatever you guys are in between and around the world. Next week, we should have another amazing guest or something really cool for you to watch. Thanks so much for watching all this stuff, guys, and we'll see you in our next one.